The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Washington football team.
To kick off for the Lions.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Mike 55! I got you! I got you!
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. Let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah. Let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on it. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
Come on, guys, 55.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
60 bucks, Jack. 60 bucks.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown.
See what you got.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Lions' 48-yard line.
Gibson here running out of the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Watch the screen. Mike 34, Mike 34. Scoop, scoop.
Back in 60. Cougar 19.
Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Let go.
McDonald. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Looking deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Stops short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Cowboy 80.
Mike 50.
Rocco switch. Rocco switch.
They go play action with McDonald.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamin Davis. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Thomas. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Just like that.
That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
At the 31-yard line.
Cowboy 80. 70 Lions. Let's go.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
18, Pioneer.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let's go, 8.
2nd and 11.
Here we go.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Mustang 19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Julian Okwara in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And it's been a rocky start for him. And then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Much better than turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Head to 60. Head to 60. Reload. Reload.
Check 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st down, Swift.
Big stop. Let's go.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Washington, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Mike 34. Mike 34.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
4, Mike 34. Scoop, scoop.
Go.
They're going to look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Mike.
It's our time. It's our time.
Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34. Mike 34.
Who the heck?
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bison.
They can't hang with us.
Hey, watch them. Check Mike.
They'll look to throw.
Here all day.
And that'll be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Julian Okwara picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Scoop, scoop.
Warriors 70.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Looking to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Washington, nothing. Jack Fox kicking off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Lions 28, Washington nothing. Jack Fox to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Keep it up, guys.
They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Washington on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
54. Check.
Right there, 54, right there.
They'll set up a throw.
Hey, it's just me and you.
Big hold to the 30, and finally brought down at the 34-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to... And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
That's what I do. 52's the mic.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
Rabbit.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
This is Swift on the counter. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. A tackle by Cole Holcomb. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
They don't want it.
It's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to add on to their first-half lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike, 34. Here we go.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the Lions' 21-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown from 21 yards away. And Washington able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's McDonald. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's McDonald to throw.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". You don't want none of that.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now back to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Washington 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Lions 42, Washington 14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Mike 34, Mike 34.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Play action. It's McDonald. Throw caught by Raymond. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McDonald sets to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Eluding the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
That's the way.
They'll run right here with Swift. Shoves him aside. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. McDonald. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you awesome?
They'll look to throw here. Able to shake him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Derek Barnes drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, the deep ball has been a big factor in why they have the lead that they do. But here, this defense finally said, hey, enough's enough.
Yeah, and obviously they've had their struggles all game long. Now, this won't make up for the deficit that they already face, but it is something that they can finally feel good about.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick slant to Brown. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he's got some space here. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
Ready,
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now a give right side Swift. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I'm trying to collect.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You don't want none.
19 Lions.
2nd and 1.
Gotta do better.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Now still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Mike 34, Mike 34.
Ricky.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air, 39 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Gibson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
We got 3.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's coming. Check him. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Dragon 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is McDonald.
We want it.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
55. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Watch one. Tight left. 70 Timberwolf. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Looking to throw. McDonald. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 75 yards on the ground for him so far. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. McDonald, flush to his right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mike, 34. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15.